Wake Up Call, Horus, March 6, 2017. By Nancy Tate. Website, Tree of the Golden Light. When you wake up in the morning and you find the day to be another one of disgust and misdesire, then you know that you have released some more of your old misgivings and made room for the new ideas and feelings to manifest what is coming for you in the ethers. It has been quite a journey for all of you, and as you continue down the trail of this and that, you will find that there is more to be thankful for, than to be ready to throw into the trash bin. As I speak to you this morning, I do so with such a feeling of love that I know you will feel coming to you as you read these words, for I am in every letter, every detail of the words. I am Horus and I come to you once again as a sender of the glad tidings that are awaiting your claim in the hall of fame of the life that you have been working in and enjoying the trip as it goes through the trials and tribulations. You know in your inner selves that the journey you are creating has been a planned one, with the details being put into place as you walk and dance along the byways. They are what you have set in place to make this a journey of expression for the experience that you have not had before. As I say this, I do so with the knowledge that you have been in the attitude that there has to be something better that will come into your lives. There has to be an end to what others are saying that keeps you in awe of how long you have had to wait for what they say is to come your way. Take a moment to consider what this is telling you on your inner level. Is it something that you have to have the patience to wait for? Or is it something that you can set aside for the time being, knowing that in one way or another it will come to you, and that in the meantime it is imperative that you live your life in the best way you can? It is time to create the loving expression of living in the moment and of allowing it to flow forth into your life, and for those of others to see. It can be a learning trip not only for you, but for others as well, if they choose for it to be. It is a way of life that has been a jewel for you in the past, has it not? Look back and see how you have lived the moment and what it has brought you. Take the time to rest your mind and ease into the feeling of peace. From there you can see the glow of your own selves shine forth as you move forward into the next moment and the next. Is it something that you are interested in seeing for what it can bring you? Are you ready to let go of whatever others have told you is in the immediate minutes and then again and again? If so, then ask yourself how you can add to the flinging of the ashes into the wind and watching them flow over the land and settle down to feed the soil in the landscape that grows forth in a way that is interesting and fitting to what you desire for your lives. It is now time to see for yourselves what the magic of living the moment can bring into your lives. As you do this, then you can see how you have been giving yourselves the gift of learning how to release the idea of reaching outward for what you want. You can now see that going into your inner being is the best way that you can find the means by which to go on the journey that will bring you to the essence of what it is that you desire and know will manifest in your lives. I am ready now to sit back and enjoy your company as you prepare for the reunion that we will have when you are ready for it. Till then you will enjoy the newness of what you will be bringing into your lives by allowing the dream that you read from your inner love essence. It is a new way of living for so many of you. It will bring about that which you have been asking for and wanting, that begins a whole new way of living in the joy, peace and love that your inner selves are all about. I love you all, and I look forward to the reunion that we will have when you are ready to return to your innermost love expressions. That is just around the corner. Love to you all. Thank you so much, dear Horus. Much love, Nancy Tate.
Adama is the high priest of Telos, which is the city beneath Mount Shasta in inner earth. See message below from Adama to Nancy on May 26, 2013. Bob tells of our meeting Adama, in Weed, California, near Mount Shasta in the winter of 2012. The four of us involved in this event have all reviewed this write-up of what we saw and agree that this write-up is what we saw took place. When Nancy Tate, and I, Bob Towers, lived in Mount Shasta from the fall of 2011 to end of July 2012. We had a surprise visit from Adama. In early July 2012, Peter Rolson and Anakanda Mushaba were visiting us at our home. One morning we all decided to go to Weed, California to have breakfast at the High-Low Cafe where Nancy, Peter and I had eaten there many times. High-Low Cafe was about 5 miles away from our home. Upon arriving at the High-Low, we were seated at a round table located in the front of the cafe in the corner the farthest from the front door as you walk in. Nancy was seated in a direction that allowed her to see in the direction of the front door of High-Low. At some point Nancy saw a very tall man outside the front door, and as he came in he had to bend down to miss the top of the door frame with his head. We all turned to look at him as he came into the cafe. He was taller than any basketball player we have ever seen. We estimate his height at nearly 8 foot. His hair is hard to describe, but it had a certain glow or beauty to it. His clothes were quite simple, neat but nondescript. He sat down on one of the stools at the counter not too far from our table in view. I think we were all dumbfounded at what we were seeing at that moment, and we all turned to look at each other, and we all seemed to say to each other, "Could this be Adama?" Then in a few seconds we all looked back toward where this man was sitting, but he was not there. This was even more puzzling because none of us saw him leave the cafe. I thought maybe he went into the restroom, so I got up and went there to see. He was not in the restroom. As I came back toward the table, Peter took the photograph above just as I reached the stool the man had been sitting on. When Peter showed us the picture, we could not believe our eyes because, as you see in the photograph, there is a globe of light right where he had been sitting. What is really interesting is we were told that when we went to live in Mount Shasta we might have an encounter with Adama, and this did come to pass. If we all had not been in such a shock when we first saw him sit down, we would have tried to ask him something. This whole episode only lasted just minutes in our recollection of this event. This is Nancy, and as I was finishing this page to post on the tree, I felt Adama's presence, so I tuned in, and here below is what I received. Adama speaks. That was indeed me, and I was there to give you something to take back with you to present to the people who read this message. I saw that this day would come and that there would be a timely piece of information that they would be able to assimilate and take with them into the next few months. I tell you this, it is time for you all to give yourselves the knowledge on a conscious level that you are about 75% awake, on average. And in the coming times you will find that there will be events in your minds and in your outer world that will tell you that it is no longer a matter of waking up to who you are. It will be all over the media and the planet's surface that we do exist, and that there is life beyond this planet and all through the universe. As we are, so shall we be, for it is the time for the truth to come forward and show itself in the lives of all humanity. We love you dearly, and we are here within your planet to welcome you back to yourselves, our family of the universal truth.